guys, welcome back to my channel. Simone here. So obviously this is AJ. So this is month 2 of our In Real Life series, and as you know, last month we did A to Z baby boy names we love but won't be using. So I will link you to that one in the comments down below and in the cards, which I believe are up this side. I'm not really sure. But yeah, go and check that one out because we did baby boy names, but today we're doing baby girl names. Now, we're doing it a little bit differently in that this time we haven't looked at each other's answers. We've written down our A to Z names on, I've got mine on my phone, AJ's got his written down, and we are going to talk about them. Some of them might be the same.
Yeah, we have no idea.
I really don't know.
Collaborated at all.
The only names we have not put down are names that we are going to use, so we haven't included the names that we will be using.
Wait!
Just to be... You sure?
We're good.
Just to be clear, again, a disclaimer. I am not pregnant. We are not having babies like now. That's not happening right now. But we really love baby names, and we've talked a lot about baby names quite recently. So we thought we would do our girl names. So let's get started. Right, are you ready?
This would be
I'm really interested because I actually think that we are probably going to have completely different answers. We have very different tastes in names. We've just lucked out on the ones we have picked, I think, to be honest with you.
We're going to high five for everyone that we get right. This is going to be a very cold hand.
It's not going to happen. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Right.
I think I'm going to say maybe 2.
Yeah. Looking at
one,
mine,
almost
I'm like...
for sure. I'm confident in 1.
Really? What letter?
Yeah. I'm not telling you. We'll see.
Okay.
And your audience will see too.
I don't think any of these will be what you've written down.
Okay.
I think we're going to have completely different names.
Alright.
Because I have I like really quite, not unique names, but sort of names that aren't your average name, whereas you're quite more traditional.
A bit more classical,
names.
I'd say.
Yeah, so maybe that'll be... Anyway, should we go with A?
We should. You first.
You go first.
No, I started last time, you start this time.
I don't think you did start
I
last
did.
time. Okay. So my A name is Athena. I really like mythological names, like gods' names and things. I really like that kind of thing. I love the name Athena. I think it's really beautiful. I really like I don't know, I just think it's quite like, I don't know why I like it, I just really like it.
So a bit regal about it.
Yeah,
bit,
Athena. Know. I don't know that it suits our child though.
No.
But
well,
I do really, really like it.
It's one of those names, I suppose, with all these sorts of names, that they would grow into them.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest part. What do you think? I think one of the hardest things is choosing a name that they would grow into.
You need a name that will transcend the whole life.
We kind of have a joke about this every now and again, but Hilda or Helga is a name that you'd think that you kind of get to a certain stage and you qualify for.
It's not like a baby's name.
I went with Amelie.
Oh, okay, I didn't expect that from you.
Yes, I know, see?
I like the name Amelie. I think the film, the French film.
But you're far more cultured than I am.
Why do you like it?
I guess because it's just a bit fresher. When I read it, I was thinking, it's kind of a cool kind of name.
It's a bit like Emily.
It's a bit like Emily, but it's a little bit, I don't know, a bit fresher, a bit different, but not too different.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It still carries that kind of, you can grow into it kind of name. It has a bit of flexibility to it. I don't know, it just seemed like a kind of a happy-go-lucky kind of happy name.
Yeah. Okay, you want to do B?
I'll do B. I went with Bethany. Okay. I chose Bethany because again, if you watch the last video, which I recommend you do, we try and do the short versions and any other names that you can kind of come up with, sort of nicknames and whatever else, but I like the fuller names, if possible.
Yeah.
No, again, with me, I follow that sort of classical line, so I kind of go with that classical kind of name, so Bethany's an okay name.
I like the name Bethany, I do. It's not what I picked. I picked Belle.
Ooh, that was my second choice.
Belle, I think, is a really beautiful name. The only reason why I wouldn't use it, this isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's obviously Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. And I just think it's quite a popular name, and we're not really into using names that are very popular. I think I really love the name Belle. I think obviously it means beautiful in French, like that's what it is, and I love the French language. I'd studied it for quite a long time. But I just really like it, and I'd love to be Belle from Beauty and the Beast because she has an amazing bookshelf. Well, book library, really.
Yeah,
Not just bookshelf.
That was your thing, wasn't it? When you saw Belle, I was like, oh, I'd love to have that.
But I love Belle. I think Belle is a beautiful name. I quite like the idea of Belle as a middle name as well. Like because it's quite a nice name to put in the middle. I think, yeah. Okay, C. I know AJ hates this name. In fact, I knew there's a few on this list that I know he really doesn't like, and that's the reason. That's the reason why he wouldn't, like, I wouldn't use them, because I know Age doesn't like them. But my C name is the name I've talked about a lot, and that is the name Clementine.
Okay.
I love the name Clementine.
I'll let you off then, okay.
Yeah, I love the name Clementine. I remember the song I used to sing when I was little. It was about like a little girl called Clementine drowning or something, so it's not really, you know.
What song was that?
It's like, oh my darling Clementine.
Oh,
you
that
know the
one.
one?
Yeah, it's sort of a...
something to have had drowning a little sister or something, I don't know.
That Midwestern kind of.
But yeah, it is a really lovely name, and I personally really like the shortened version, which is Clemmy, and I know you don't like that. But I just think it's really, really sweet. I love the name Clementine. I also really like the idea of, like, fruits as names. I mean, I wouldn't call my kid banana.
Pear.
Or anything like that. But I really
Raisin.
like Clementine. I love Clementine. So yeah, that's my C. What was your C name?
No surprise to you, I'm sure, Catherine. Yes. See, now did you see the face? Did you see the expression? Now the reason I went with a C for a Catherine is because I'm not really fond of the Greek versions of names with the K's and things. Like that does change, but I wouldn't choose personally. Kate is not on here. That would be my exception. But Catherine with a C, I prefer.
I prefer the C. To be honest with you, the reason why I don't dislike the name Catherine. I think it's a lovely name, but I wouldn't use it because there are just so many ways of spelling it.
Yeah.
And I think that you'd say like my name's Catherine, and you'd get a whole host of different ways of spelling it, and that's why I don't like it.
C-A-T-H-R-Y-N-N-E.
Yeah, it's different. Like and to be honest, with the name Catherine, I think you'd be difficult with that with a C. It would be more difficult for people to call them Kate.
Yes.
Because Kate with a C is
They'd spell C-A-T-E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The thing is, I did look at these.
It.
I think for me, for this particular exercise, I did consider the shortened versions, but I still like them as their names. So I felt like it's a yeah. I kind of allowed it to happen.
Yeah. Okay. D.
Yes. I don't think you're expecting this at all.
Okay.
Demi.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't expect that. I really like Demi. That's a really nice name.
Yeah, we've never really talked about that.
We've never talked about that before.
It's never even come up.
No. I really like the name Demi.
Yeah. Can't help it. Demi Lovato.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
It's just like polarised half of your audience that, oh. some people like her, some people don't like her too much, but I thought, I quite like
Demi's a really lovely name, I like that.
You can't shorten it. Really.
Although, the only thing is, Demi, you know Demi Moore, the actress even?
Yes.
She gets called Demi Moore. So would we get Demi instead of Demi?
Not if it is as is.
Yeah, maybe. But it's spelled like that.
Yes.
They call her Demi
Yes,
Moore.
but then they would be...
I don't know if that's just an accent thing.
Yeah.
Or a, like, area thing, I don't know. Anyway, no, I'd really like the name Demi, actually. I really like the name Demi. Again, we might change this then. This list may suddenly come up as names we did decide to use because we changed our mind when we when we filmed it.
If we have a slew of kids, then...
Yeah, they're all having strange names, yeah. So mine, I know, is a name AJ does not like. I have picked the name Darcy. I love the name Darcy. I have spelt it D-A-R-C-I-E. That's just my favourite spelling of the name. I know you don't like IE names very much, but I personally really like it.
I have one in here.
I know that Louise Pentland's little girl from Sprinkle of Glitter's name is Darcy, the little girl, and I just love it. Ever since she talked about it, I've liked the name before that anyway, but I really like it.
It's a cute
name.
It
makes me think of Darcy from Pride and Prejudice.
I think of Darcy Bustle.
Oh, Darcy Bustle too, but I think she spelled it E-Y.
I would have spelled it with just a Y.
Okay, I don't know how.
Well, not just a Y, D-R-C-Y would have helped before it, yeah.
But no, I personally, I like IE, I just think it's a really cute spelling of it. I personally just really like the name Darcy. So my E name is a name, again, that we have talked about. I don't think you love it that much, so we wouldn't use it. But it's the name Emmy. I know
On the fence.
Emily, Emma, like that, but I just think Emmy is a really sweet name, and you can't shorten it because it's basically a shortened... It's not a shortened name because it is a name, but it is like... It's akin to a shortened name. It goes along with them. But I just think Emmy is a really sweet name. E-M-M-I-E is how I spell it. Again, it's an IE name, so I don't know how you feel about that. But Emmy, I think, is really, really sweet, and I don't know, it's quite girly, isn't it?
I think one of the difficulties you run into with choosing girl names is choosing these stereotypically over-the-top girly names. So the one I chose, again, I don't think you'd be expecting this at all, is Elise.
Okay, Elise is cute. I like that.
For Elise, you know, the classical music again, you know, that kind of thing.
Elise is nice, I like that.
A little different.
Oh, yeah, with an S, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Elise, that's cute. Oh, see,
because
he's coming
it's a
up with all
car
these
called-
crackers he's not ever spoke to me about. So, did you want to talk about your F name?
Yeah, I went with Fiona, but I know...
Not a fan of the name
Not a fan.
Fiona. I like the shortened version Fifi, just because I think that's quite sweet, but I know you don't like that, so...
It's a little too...
But I think if you had Fiona, it would get shortened, or at least a Fee, even if it wasn't Fifi, so...
I feel like it's too much of a pet name,
I get
personally.
that. I can understand that. I went with Francesca, which I think is a nice name, but I think there are too many variables in the nickname. I think you could have Fran, Franny, which sounds weird to me when I say it.
No, you said...
Like Cheska,
Chess.
Chess.
But then if she was known as Chess, then there are people who will call her Jess. Just
Yeah.
because of
So I just
Chinese
think,
whispers.
yeah, I just think there are so many different like variables on that name that
Puts me off.
it puts me off. But I was saying as well, because we've just filmed this tiny little bit again. I was saying how much I really like the name Freya and the name Faye as well. Like I'm a big fan of F names for girls. So F names for girls and R names for boys. So that's my
Seems
thing.
okay.
Okay, so
You go for G? You
Yeah.
read on that?
my G name is Grace.
Yeah. Why wasn't I not? For some reason I wasn't expecting that, but I'm not surprised. Yeah.
Grace is actually one of my best friend's names, the mother of my godson, and so I wouldn't use it for that reason, because I think, unless it was a middle name, maybe, I wouldn't use it just because it's, you know, it's a name of somebody I know, and I think that's a bit strange to call your child a name of somebody else, unless you're naming them after them, which I think is, you know, lovely.
Yeah. You can't do that accidentally. You've got to be
No,
very
and it
conscious
has to be
of that.
from, you know, like we have done that a little bit in some of our names, kind of family names in there, I mean.
We've done it very consciously. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, we haven't done it as like an accident or whatever. I don't personally like Gracie, which I mentioned in the boy video, because we talked about the name Grayson, and I don't like the shortened version of Gracie. I sometimes call my friend Gracie, but only as like a sort of
Jovial kind
jokey
of.
way,
like
rather
like
than
a
like that's
friendly
her
kind
name.
of, yeah.
I don't know why I don't like the name Gracie when I love like Emmy and all these other names. But
I think it's because you know a Grace, maybe.
Maybe, and that's
It
just
doesn't
not
fit
her
her
name.
personality.
Yeah, maybe that's just not what it is. But yeah, so I wouldn't call my child Grace, but I do love the name.
Yeah.
What was your G?
I went with Gemma.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was okay.
I have a cousin called Gemma, so I didn't know.
I forgot. Actually,
Yeah,
I did
my
know that,
cousin's
but I
called
forgot.
Gemma, so
I had a brain fart moment.
I would not. I wouldn't use it again for the same reason we talked about before. In
Sure,
that it's the
yeah.
name of another.
I don't know. I just thought it sort of is an okay name, but I'm not sure it would work with my name, sort of thing. Surname.
No, maybe it's not quite.
No, it's an okay.
I think Gemma's
One
a difficult
for
one
us,
to give a
yeah.
middle name to,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Like names that I like. I mean, not
Imagine-
like generally.
Can you imagine Gemma May?
Yeah, it's like mama.
Yeah, Mamma Mia.
Do you want to do your H name?
I went with Hayley.
I don't like the name Hayley.
I know you don't. That's why I
I
went
must
with
say, but yeah. Why do you like the name
it. Well,
Hayley?
Hayley as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, not H-A-L-E. Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Hayleigh.
That's a nice one. I like the spelling of L-E-I-G-H.
Anyway, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Don't know, just kind of like the name. I knew someone when I was tiny called Hayley, and she had a lovely personality, so I suppose it kind of stuck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's different things that stick in your
Sometimes
head.
that can be positive.
Yeah,
name
it's one of those kind of
associations.
it's one of those names where everyone gets on with a Hayley.
Mm.
Well, that's my justification
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it,
yeah.
unless you
No,
know
I get it.
otherwise.
No, I know what you mean. I actually went with a name which everybody's going to roll their eyes at, but that is Hermione. Now, I liked this name before Hermione from Harry Potter. I like it more now because of Hermione from Harry Potter, but personally, my science teacher at school had a little girl called Hermione, and that was before any of the Harry Potter stuff that I knew about. I just really like the name. The only difficulty I would have is, I know when the books came out, everybody used to say it funny. They'd always say like Hermione or like
Hermione.
I don't know. Like people say it differently. And I know there was a specific part in Harry Potter where she got. It was funny because I saw something the other day where J.K. Rowling apparently confirmed that when she wrote in the books Grawp, who is Hagrid's half brother, trying to learn Hermione's name, and Hermione actually says it out like Hermione, and the reason why she did that was to make people be able to know how to say it. And she said, she confirmed that was the reason why she did that. So I thought that was quite cool. But yeah, I like the name. I think again it's the Harry Potter connection. People would automatically think that that's why chosen it. So
Completely.
I wouldn't use it for that reason, but I really love the name. I think it's a really lovely name. Should I go with my I name?
I think you should do. Yeah.
My I name is one which I only recently sort of remembered because we talked about it very briefly, and that is the name Imogen. I really like the name Imogen, although we watched The Mummy last night and they were talking about Imhotep, and now it makes me think of that.
Imhotep.
So I'm like, maybe I can't use that name. We wouldn't use it anyway because you don't like it, do you? Not very much.
I nearly skipped this one. Oh yeah, get the jokes in now. I nearly skipped this one because I had such a hard time finding any kind of name that I liked. So at a push, I went with, and I don't like this name, Iria. But that's all. Yeah, we're gonna. There's no.
That
reason
literally makes me think of bum. Iria.
Gonorrhea?
Oh no. Okay.
Diarrhea?
Sorry if that's your name.
We can edit that out. It's fine. It's a big enough
I'm
pause.
definitely leaving that in.
You're not leaving that in.
Oh, you'll see if I left that in.
I struggled with this name, so.
Yeah. No. Irene.
Or maybe I'm pronouncing it. No, I looked at that and I thought, no, it's too close to home.
Iria.
Iria, like area.
I don't know. Aria. Iria.
Alright.
Iria.
No, it doesn't work.
Try it with a different accent, it might work.
Area.
No. Okay.
Area 51.
Do you want to do your J name instead?
Jessica. Hey, it's sort of fairly.
Do you know what's really fun? One of my closest friends from school is called Jessica. She still is. Not that she was. She still is called Jessica.
No, she's called.
And so yeah, I wouldn't use the name again for that reason. But Jessica's an alright. Like, it's an okay name.
Yeah.
I quite like the shortened Jessie because you know me. I like
Jess.
Jessie, i.e.
Yeah.
Or Jess. I like. Yeah. I actually went with Jasmine.
I nearly did.
I really love the name Jasmine. I think it's lovely. I would spell it with an S, not a Z.
Me too, actually.
Yeah, and an E on the end.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, that's good. We're on the same page,
That's
at least.
yay! Can we at least
Wait.
say yes? That's a half high five. I suppose.
But no, I really like the name Jasmine. Again, there's the Disney princess bit of
Which
it.
is exactly why I would have chosen.
Which I like, actually. Aladdin's one of our favourite, I think, movies.
Well, yeah.
Disney movies.
Yeah,
one of
kids,
my favourites. I love the name Jasmine. I just think it's really lovely, and it's quite a. Again, you wouldn't really shorten it unless you said Jazz, which I'm okay with. So then we'll do my K name.
Yep.
I went with a name that I think will surprise you. I'm really interested to know what you've written. But I went with Kathleen.
Oh, that's not what I wrote.
You had a very high-pitched weird, like,
Yeah, that's my aunt.
It's Age's aunt's name, and I love the idea of incorporating that into a name, because I think it's nice to have a family connection.
She's a wonderful woman. She really
and
is.
you really like her a lot. And I just really like the name Kathleen. I don't know how much it's a baby's name. Again, this is the whole, like, is it a baby's name to an adult's name? I don't know. I can't be like, this is my little baby Kathleen. I don't know how...
It depends.
I think it certainly could.
Say it with confidence.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe more of a middle name. Perhaps.
It's a bit...
I like the name Kathleen a lot. I do think it's a sweet name.
Personally, I'm of the mind that if you're going to use it, use it. It's going to be...
Yeah, it will become that baby's name. Do you know what I mean? Irrelevant of what you call it.
And I think Kath isn't such a bad shortened
I like
version.
Kathy.
Kathy.
Kathy's
I
cute.
think...
Makes me think of Heathcliff.
I went with Kelly.
Okay.
And I know
it's not a name I'd ever thought about using.
No, it's again when I was much younger, I knew someone called Kelly. I know a lot of girls' names. I actually prefer girls' names over boys' names. I find boys' names to be
girls' names a lot easier, don't you?
And more interesting. Yeah.
I mind Kelly. Kelly's alright.
Yeah, and I know that some people view it as a bit of a unisex name.
Would you use it IE or Y?
Why?
See, I prefer it IE.
See, I don't.
No, I know. We have this thing, don't we?
Yeah.
We disagree. I love the IE names. You like the Y names.
I think that it's just unnecessarily lengthened, and traditionally, correct me if I'm wrong,
it is more traditional to use a Y, but I like kind of. I think it's like sweeter with an IE.
But I don't. Yeah. Well, I don't really have an opinion when it comes to sweeter. It's any sort of name that is unnecessarily lengthened, like Ashley. And I apologise.
I like IE with Ashley.
See now, I know that, but there is a distinction, isn't there, between a boy's name and a girl's name. And I think ASHLEY is a boy's name and ASHLEIGH is the girl's name.
Maybe, yeah.
I think.
I forget which way around it is.
Which way around is it? I don't know. Maybe you can educate me.
Yeah. See, whereas my cousin is ASHLEE.
Which, yeah, okay. Okay.
Which is completely different. That's not what we were talking about then.
It's the phonetic version, isn't it? So.
Anyway, do you want to do your L name?
Lauren.
Okay, I like Lauren. Lauren's a kid name. I know too many people called Lauren.
Yeah.
I know too many people called Lauren that I wouldn't use it, but I do think it's a nice name. Yeah. It's like Laura is quite a, like, a lot of people have the name Laura. Especially, well, more in our generation probably than babies now.
Probably.
I think, but I just know a lot of Lauras and Laurens.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I think it sounds nice, but because I know so many, and because I know what kind of lives they now lead, you kind of think, for me, Lauren fits, and I might pronounce it slightly different to you because of my accent, falls in the same sort of category as Dave and Rob and Daniel. It sort of sits in that sort of fairly common. Yeah. Or not common
but
as in
our
class,
generation
but
more like in comparison, like more popular probably is what you mean. Yeah. Okay, so I went with Lucy.
Okay, actually.
With a Y.
Lucy. Yeah, I know Lucy.
Lucy with a Y. Again, although you could do IE, like what's her name? The singer Lucy Silvaz, is that her name? Anyway,
you're asking the wrong person. I have no idea.
I really like the name Lucy. I think it's a really sweet name. Again, it's that like soft, like girl name. You know, like feminine is what I mean. It's a really really lovely name. I can't use the name Lucy because my dad would say Juicy Lucy, which is always his thing. And again, the dad test comes out, and again we've talked about this in my boy video, in our boy name video, where we have to put the names through the boy test. We have to put the names through the dad test. And yeah, it fails the dad test, unfortunately. So yeah, I wouldn't use Lucy.
Yeah.
So then my M name is Megan.
With an H or without an H?
Without an H, I put. I don't mind it with an H. I know a lot of there are more babies being called it now because of obviously Meghan Markle and that. And that's another reason why I wouldn't, because I think that if we were to have children, it would be within the next few years potentially. And if we use the name Megan, I think that there are lots of babies called Megan, like now, because of obviously the influence of that.
Could you imagine that it'd be
like Megan 1, Megan 2, Megan 3, Megan 4.
The register is really going to be very difficult. Yeah. Go by surnames only.
Yeah, so I think I love the name Megan. I think Meg is a really cute, like nice surname, like Meg is a really nice nickname, but I don't think I would use it just because I know how popular it's going to be.
Nutmeg.
Okay.
If you get the reference from the Hercules cartoon series,
I like that. Yeah.
Meg.
I don't know the nutmeg thing. I know that she was in it.
Yeah.
Isn't she Megara?
I don't know. Is she? I don't know. But it's when Hades turns around and he's like, my little nutmeg. He's quite... Okay. I really like that bit. It's really funny.
What was your M?
Michelle. Yeah.
I don't like Michelle only because, for me, again, it's an adult's name.
Yes. Shelley.
I like Shelley. No, I don't like it.
No.
I sort of liked it, then I thought about it and didn't like it.
It kind of sat there and went, That's what happens with most of the names I might pick. I don't know, just again, classical kind of name.
Yeah.
A bit strong.
It fits in with the other names you've picked, definitely.
Yeah, but...
And I don't like
wouldn't be my first pick.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
No, sorry. N?
I went with Natasha. And I know it doesn't always sit brilliantly with you.
No, actually, Natasha used to be my favourite girl name. Like, from the age of, like, 6 to the age of probably 16, Natasha was always what I was going to be calling my child. I just went off it.
Beddingfield?
Nothing to do with that. I don't know why I went off it. I don't know. I really like Tasha. I like Tash. I don't know why I went off it. I just did. I like the name. I just think it's not... It's one that I thought of, like I said, maybe because I've wanted to use it for like 10 years, and that was before I really wanted children. Because if you don't know, up until I was about 18, I didn't want children at all. Like, I wasn't that interested at all. So it was a name that I was more thinking of maybe for like animals or like whatever. Or it's just a name I really liked. And then I think I've become more, like when I was 18, I sort of changed my mind about wanting to have children. And maybe that's...
Thing is, how many Natashas do you know?
I
only know
at
one.
least 4.
So it's really not
and there's
common.
quite a few on BookTube and YouTube, so again, whether I would use it or not. But it's a nice name, I think I've gone off it, and I think that's the thing. Okay. For me, there's a name I'm going to say very quickly because AJ doesn't like this and everybody keeps telling me it's not a real name. It's the name Nevaeh. I love the name Nevaeh. Now, a lot of people will think about one of the Saucony Journeys dogs. It's spelt completely differently, it's not the same name. It's a dog name, that's different. Nevaeh is heaven spelt backwards.
So hell.
No, it's heaven backwards. I love the name Nevaeh. I think it's a lovely name. It's really beautiful. It like rolls off the tongue nicely. Everybody keeps telling me it's a stupid name. I personally really like it. My own name is a name that we really, really thought about for a while, about baby girls. We really, really did think about it. And then we I think we said it too many times and it became a sort of name that we weren't going to use, and that's the name Ophelia.
That's what I was banking on.
Did you put it?
Got it wrong, but I was so close.
Oh. Ophelia was the name I used because I genuinely, we did talk about this name a lot. I can't remember when, obviously it's Ophelia from like Hamlet or whatever, I think it's Hamlet, the
Just a cultural reference right now.
But I don't know where I remember we were in Wetherspoons having breakfast and I said to you, what about the name Ophelia? And you were like, actually I really like that. And then we said it too many times to each other, and then in the end we were like, oh, I don't think I like it anymore.
Car, it loses its meaning.
And we were like, oh, maybe we don't like it anymore. But Ophelia is still a lovely name. What did you go with?
I was banking on this, I really was. I went with Olivia.
I don't like the name Olivia.
Never mind.
Why did you bank on the name Olivia when I don't even like it?
Because apparently I got confused between Ophelia and Olivia. Apparently, I'm a guy.
I don't love. Well, it's not that I hate the name Olivia. I just think it's like the. Isn't it like the most popular girl name right now?
I don't know.
I don't know. Olivia is a boy name.
It could be both.
Olivia is 100% like one of the top 10 names.
That's what.
So I wouldn't use it.
Alright then.
Just telling you.
Alright. No, I just went with it because I was kind of hoping that I'd remembered our conversation correctly. Apparently not.
Your P name?
A question mark on this one. Penny.
I went with Penelope, which is quite cool because
it's the same thing.
Penelope, you could use the shortened version of Penny. I really like Penelope as a name. I don't know, I just like the P's, like Penelope. If it was going to be my surname, 100% not Penelope Perrin. That would be weird. Your surname does not start with a P, so I think it works. I like Penny as well.
Only concern that I've got is I knew someone called Penny.
Yeah.
And she did not like me.
Penny was my mentor when I did my legal work experience.
Oh.
So that's quite cool. But yeah.
Okay. That for me is a...
Not sure.
I
love the name Penelope though.
I would name a pet dog Penny.
Oh, 100% like Penelope. Penelope for a little poodle or something. Ah, my heart. Anyway, that was me. My Q name. Did you say you didn't have a Q name?
I just struggled.
I went with Quinn. I think I can't remember what I said in the boy name one.
Quincy?
No, I don't think I did.
Quarrels?
I can't remember what I went with, but whatever. Quinn is obviously a unisex name. I really like it for a girl. I think Quinn is quite cute for a girl. I just like the name Quinn. I have nothing else really to say about that. Also, there was a character called Quinn in Glee, which is you know, she's a nice character. I don't think she wasn't my favourite or anything, but it is a nice name, and I think it's just a pretty name, Quinn. I wouldn't use it, but I like it.
Is it me? Oh, I remember. Rachel, spelt correctly. We knew somebody at university called Rachel, and I've spelled it R-A-C-H-A-E-L, but this person we knew had an issue with it being spelled E-L, and would often call it Rachel. But that we never really...
How you spelled it?
A-E-L.
Oh, you have? That's how she spelled her name?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I hadn't really thought about it before that, but I can see where she's coming from. Didn't necessarily agree with her.
I initially would name... If I name my child Rachel, I'd do it E-L, not A-E-L.
I'm quite
personally, but that's just the thing. I actually went with a really kind of strange name that you will not like at all, and that's the name Raven.
You're right. I don't like that name.
No, I didn't think you would. I got this name from the TV show That's So Raven.
Oh, it's even worse
Which
now.
I love the TV show That's So Raven, but I just really like the name Raven. I again wouldn't use it. I'm not cool enough to use the name Raven as my child's name.
It's not cool.
It's quite cool. It's like different, you know?
That's what it is.
I love the name Raven, but again, I'm too scared to use it.
Okay, fair enough.
So then my S name is the name Sasha.
Right, okay.
I like the name Sasha. I think that it's one of those names that you can't really shorten.
No, you can't.
Not like, why would you? It's quite shortened itself anyway. And I don't know, I like the S's in it. The only reason I wouldn't use it is I don't know... I wouldn't want a girl, making sure this actually works, but with what we've actually picked, I wouldn't want a girl with the same first letter as me. The only reason I say that is because I know, like, my nan's name is Sue, so we're both S Perrin, and so the thing I don't, like, I find it really difficult, like, you and your brother have the same first initial.
Yeah, that's awkward.
If you get a post for, like, the same Mr. A and your surname, like, you don't know who it's for.
Yeah, he opens my post all the time.
Yeah, so that's the... I wouldn't use an S name for a girl, and I personally wouldn't use an A name for a boy, and we haven't done that, so... Yeah, but that's the reason.
Well, I went with Samantha.
Okay, I like
Sam.
Samantha.
I mean,
I think that's a cute name.
Yeah. Yeah. So just follow along the previous theme. I think.
Again, it's not a offensive name in any way. Like it's quite a calm name. I think quite like a soft name, quite nice.
And you can grow it. You can change it. You want to be Sam, or you can be Samantha, or whatever.
Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah, that's cool. I like
whatever
that.
you like.
T.
Tally.
Okay, this is funny because I use Tallulah. I put Tallulah, and the reason I wouldn't use Tallulah is because it would be shortened to Tally, and not because I don't like the name Tally, I really do, but my cousin is called Tally, so I wouldn't have a daughter called
Same
Tally.
wavelength for a couple of these, haven't you?
Yeah.
Like
How did
Penny.
you spell Tally?
Not correctly. Well, as others may consider, Tallie. That is the
So
only IE name on here.
Yeah. See, my cousin's name is Talei, and I like that.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice spelling of it. I like Tallulah again. Like I said, I do like that name. I think again, I just because it's my cousin's name, I just wouldn't steal her name. You know, I think it's a nice name. I love the name actually.
Maybe a middle name.
Maybe. Yeah. So yeah, we're both on the same wavelength with that one. Okay, then. So if I do my U name.
Yes.
I went with Una.
Okay.
I think it's quite an Irish name, Una.
Moira.
No, Una, not Moira. Where's it Moira from?
It's the first Irish name I could think of.
Una from the Saturdays. She's Irish.
Is she? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't know that that's an Una, like that means it's an Irish name, but it's certainly a name I associate with Ireland, should I say, more because of her name. I like the name Una. I probably wouldn't use it because I think I don't like really short names, like in terms of, I know it's 2 syllables, but it's only 3 letters, and I personally, just making sure we haven't used...
We haven't.
No, we haven't. I like longer names, like I think we both do. So Una is not a name I would use, it's a name I like.
It's interesting because we went with short names, both of us went with short names, but I went to Japan for this one.
Okay.
Yuki.
I like Yuki, that's quite cute.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a nickname in this, for us to use it more,
Yeah.
because obviously we're not Japanese and we haven't got any heritage there, so
It would be a bit strange
it'd be weird
for
to
us
call
to
our
use
kid
this.
Yuki for that reason, but I actually really like that. Yeah.
There's a surprise for you on that one.
Yeah, definitely.
So should I pick up on V?
Yeah.
Victoria.
I like Victoria.
Vicky's not a bad short name.
No, I like that. It's quite regal again. You like regal names, I
I'm
think.
doing that a lot, yeah.
The name I actually went with was Vanessa. Do you not like the name Vanessa?
No, I like
Oh,
it.
you do
It's
like the
okay,
name
yeah.
Vanessa. I like the name Vanessa.
I had a cousin called Vanessa.
I had a friend at school called Vanessa. The only thing it does remind me of is Gavin and Stacey Vanessa. Not that would put me off using it because I love Vanessa from Gavin and Stacey.
Right. From my perspective, I don't have box sets. I don't watch the same
doesn't watch
sort of
TV,
thing. So
really.
for me, I don't get these connections or references. So I'm quite happy until I'm told that it's another, like Phoebe. I just don't like the name as such, for example. But I would never have connected it with Friends unless I've been introduced to Friends. So I'm quite happy in that respect. I'm quite chill.
Also, Vanessa is the name of another one of the Saturdays.
Is-
And Francesca, funnily enough.
Are we doing this again?
We did the One Direction
One
last
Direction.
time. The other ones are Molly and Rochelle, which I don't hate those names either.
I believe we passed those letters.
Yes, but anyway. So, do you want me to go with W?
Yeah.
I went with Willow.
Okay.
Again, I mentioned in the baby boy names video that AJ's name starts with a W, so we would not use a W name because it sounds strange.
Wilbur.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. So
Yeah.
I love the name Willow, but we would never use it. And maybe for a dog or something, but not for a child.
Yeah, I went with Winter. Spelled
I really
with the
like
W-I, not W-Y.
No, I like.
Spelled.
I really didn't expect that from you. That's not very traditional, AJ. It's not a traditional name.
Oh, the other one was Winifred, and I didn't really feel that one. Winnie.
No, I had a friend
I know
at
you.
uni called Winnie.
Yeah.
Although it makes me think of Winnie the Pooh, so probably not going to happen. But I like Winter. Winter's quite unexpected.
Yes.
Right, X.
Xia. How do you pronounce that?
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's
Did
Google
it tell you how to pronounce it?
No, I didn't Google it.
That's helpful.
No.
So basically, we use a
Xenia.
name that we don't even know how to say.
Don't. I struggled. I thought it was Xena.
I went with Xenia. So Xenia.
Just to be different.
No, just because I really liked it. I saw it online and really liked it. I thought I'll go with that. Yeah, basically was the only reason. X's are difficult, I think.
Yeah.
Although I quite like the name Xanthi. Like
It's a gold
X-A-N.
colour. Xanthe.
Yeah,
Xanth.
it's a girl's name.
Yeah.
It's a girl's name.
Yeah, it might be a girl's name, but it's also a colour of gold.
Okay, well there you are, they're gold. So my Y name, I went with a very similar one to my J name. I went with Yasmin, not Jasmine.
I saw that one as well, and I saw a few other ones on it. Yes.
Again, with an S and with an E.
Yes.
how I would spell it. But I love the name Yasmin, I think it's nice.
I went with Eve.
Eve is with an E.
YVE, as in Eves, or Yvette.
Yvette I can deal with. Eve with a Y I think is a bit too much for me.
Bit of a push.
Yeah, just because it's not. Can you imagine saying to someone, my name's Eve? They 100% would not write your name down as YVE.
I know, it's a bit tryhardy.
Yeah. Sorry if that's
in
your
my
name,
opinion.
but that's just, yeah. I don't like that. I personally don't like that.
Okay.
And then do you want to do your Z name?
Yeah. Zoe. A YouTuber reference.
I like Zoe. You want to call a kid Zoella?
Might get very close to that.
Yeah. I actually went, I can't remember. Just looks, I'm like, which one did I went with Zadie.
Yeah, no. Sorry. It's not the right
I think the only reference I have for that is obviously Zadie Smith, the author. I have a book here by her. I actually am not a big fan of the name Sadie. So
Zadie?
Yeah, because I think it's a bit different.
Mm.
I think Sadie for me is a bit too plain. Not plain, but I just think Zadie gives it something a bit different. So that is our A to Z baby girl names that we love but won't be using. Again, not pregnant. Putting it out there, definitely not pregnant. Although if you've got through this like half an hour video, which is probably at this point because the boy name was about 34 minutes. So if you've got through this, you already know that because I said it at the beginning. Yeah, but please do come back. We are hoping to do a in real life video every single month, so we'll have another one next month, I'm sure. So let me know in the comments below what your favourite girl names are and give us some inspiration because you know, things could change, who knows. I upload every Monday and Friday at 5 PM, so do come back and check out my channel then, and AJ will be here once a month to join me. So give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!